Good morning, students. Welcome to the online classes in physics for standard 11th. Today, students, I will discuss a very important topic, that is significant digits. But before I begin, I would like to discuss one question based on error analysis. And this question I have taken from the NCERT textbook. The question is like this: the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum is t is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Now, when we have a pendulum is basically a heavy mass tied to a string, and the string is suspended from some rigid support. This bob, if you pull it to one end and release it, then it starts oscillating like so. This time from one extreme position to the other extreme position and back to the previous extreme position. That time to complete one oscillation is called as time period, and its formula is given to you 2 pi under root L by G, where L is the length of the pendulum and G, small g, is the acceleration due to gravity. The length of the pendulum, using some instrument it is measured, it is found to be 20.0 centimeter, known to 1 millimeter accuracy. So this is the error part. This is absolute error, and this is the reported measurement. So the reported measurement for length is how much? 20.0 centimeter plus and minus. The error part is 1 millimeter, that means 0.1 centimeter. Then it is given the time small t for 20 oscillations is found to be 90 seconds. For 20 oscillations, the time was found to be how much? 90 seconds. And what is the error? The measurement is done using a watch whose least count is 1 second, resolution is 1 second. So we should write like this: 90 seconds plus minus 1 seconds. ठीक है? Any doubt? Question that is asked, जो पूछा गया है, that is accuracy in small g. What is the accuracy, percentage error or relative error you have to find in acceleration due to gravity? See, acceleration due to gravity g, we can find from here t square will be 4 pi square L upon g. So g will be 4 pi square times L upon t square. Now here 4 is a number, pi भी एक number है, so there cannot be any error in these two things. Error किसमें है students? Error is present in length and in this time, but this time is different from this time. This is small t, this is the time for how many oscillations? 20 oscillations. लेकिन इस फॉर्मूला में जो कैपिटल टी है, दैट कैपिटल टी इज नॉट द टाइम फॉर 20 oscillations. ये क्या है? टाइम पीरियड. What is time period? Time period is the time for one oscillation. So for 90 oscillations, this is the time. Sorry, for 20 oscillations, this is the time. For one oscillation, the time period will be capital T, which will be T by 20. ठीक है, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. Small t is the time for 20 oscillations. Capital T is the time for one oscillation. इस फॉर्मूला में कैपिटल T जो है, that is time period for one oscillation. Okay. From this, we have to find error in G, percentage error in G. Now, आपको पता है students, if we have, for example, Z is equal to, just I am giving one example, A square B cube by C to the power half. How do we find percentage error in Z? पावर्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं. So 2 into percentage error in A plus 3 into percentage error in B plus half into percentage error in C. I hope you remember this. So based on this, likewise we will have the percentage error in G is equal to, जैसा मैंने कहा पहले 4 and pi they are pure numbers, there cannot be any error in them. इसको मेजरमेंट नहीं किया गया है. Measurement is done for length and time period, so we will take into account the errors in length and time period only. Okay, so percentage error in G will be percentage error in length. Now here power is 1, so we will multiply by 1, plus percentage error in time period, because the power is 2, will multiply here by 2. So this is our working formula. ये हमारा working formula हो गया. To find delta G, we need delta L, we need delta T. Let us first find delta L. इसको निकालते हैं. Percentage error in delta L is equal to absolute error by true value into 100. Delta L by L into 100%. Now what is delta L? देखिए ये error part है. So this will be 0.1 divided by 20.0 into 100. Calculations, please do it yourself. So this will be our delta L. Next thing that we have to find is delta T. To find delta T, the error which is given in the question में small t का error दिया हुआ है. 1 second. हमें capital T का error निकालना है. So we have to correlate these two. Capital T and small t, what is the relation? This is the relation. Question में क्या दिया हुआ है? Delta small t. Absolute error in small t is how much? 1 second. और t कितना हो गया? 90 second. So delta t by t is how much? 1 second by 90 second. ये हो गया relative error in small t. Now see this formula. 20 is a number. T is equal to small t by 20. I need error in capital T. Relative error या percentage error. So relative error हो गया delta t by capital T is equal to 20 is a number. There is no error in 20. 20 में कोई error नहीं है, जैसा कि मैं यहाँ डिस्कस कर रहा था 4 pi square. So delta t by t is equal to delta t by small t. और इसी को यदि 100 से इंटू कर दें, then this will become delta t. This is for percentage error and this ratio is relative error. So is equal to, so दोनों जगह 100 से इंटू कर देते हैं. This is important. The percentage error in the time period capital T is equal to the percentage error in the time for 20 oscillations. इसलिए जो डेल्टा स्मॉल t आएगा वही डेल्टा कैपिटल T भी आएगा. मुझे डेल्टा कैपिटल T चाहिए, that is same as delta small t. Now what will be delta small t? Delta small t is this number. Sorry, this number. यहाँ देखिए डेल्टा t कितना है 1, स्मॉल t कितना है 90, इंटू कितना कर देना है 100. So this is 1 by 90 into 100. So delta capital T is equal to delta small t, or not this delta. The percentage error in time period is equal to percentage error in small t, and that is equal to 1 by 90. This is relative error multiplied by 100%. So इससे हमें डेल्टा t मिल जाएगा, इससे हमें डेल्टा l मिल जाएगा. Put these two values in this equation, we will be getting the value of delta g. So those calculations you can do yourself, students. I leave it to you. So next, इसके बाद अब we will discuss significant figures or significant digits. This is the last topic which I will discuss in this chapter. Suppose I have a measurement, मैंने length measure किया using a Vernier caliper. Vernier caliper, if you remember, I had shown to you earlier. Suppose I get the reading like this. 2.34 प्लस माइनस 0.01 सेंटीमीटर। ठीक है, so this is the measured value and this is the error part. This I have explained earlier also, but please try to understand carefully. Focus on this error part. There is no error. Zero means there is no error. कोई error नहीं है डेसिमल के पहले, डेसिमल के बाद भी फर्स्ट डिजिट में there is no error. When does error creep in? Error कब एंटर करता है? In the second digit after decimal. तो decimal, after decimal the first digit there is zero error, and after first digit there is error. And how much is the error? 1. So before decimal there is no error. Before decimal there is no error in 2. जब 2 में कोई error नहीं है मतलब हम लोग sure है, we are certain about 2. So this is certain digit. It must be 2. Measurement जो है 2 point ही है. After decimal first digit is again 0. After decimal first digit here it's 3. This is error part. It says there is no error in the first digit after decimal. तो इस 3 में भी कोई error नहीं है. If there is no error, this is also certain. We are sure about this particular digit. लेकिन उसके बाद क्या है? There is an error of 1. I am underlining it. So जो भी measurement reported है, the second digit after decimal 1 2 here 1 2 that is 4. ये जो 4 है, there is some error in 4. और कितने का error है? 1 का. That means we are not sure about this 4. There is an error of 1 in this numeral 4. मतलब क्या है? ये +1 भी हो सकता है, -1 भी हो सकता है. That means this reading will lie between 3 to 2.35. The reported measurement, हमने इसको रिपोर्ट किया है 2.34, but we incorporate some error and to be safe कि हमारा कहा गलत ना हो, and we mean with this that the reported measurement will lie somewhere between 2.33 centimeter and 2.35 centimeter. इन दो के बीच में reported measurement कहीं ना कहीं होगी. So, in this reported measurement 2.34, now see carefully. This was our reported measurement. 2 is certain, ये certain है. 3 is also certain. Certain means sure, इसमें सही है, कोई इसमें गलती नहीं. 4 is uncertain. We are not sure about 4. So it would be superfluous to write digits after 4. Clear? Suppose we measure the length as L and मुझे चाहिए L/3. इसमें नहीं होगा. Suppose we need L/7. If somebody calculates it like this, 2.34 by 7, so this will be 0.73s are 21, 22, 23, 24, then again 7 3s are 21, again 30, 7 4s are 28, 20, मैं राउंड ऑफ कर दे रहा हूँ इतना. The purpose is not, my purpose is not to show you the calculation. You can write it more precise. ठीक है, मान लीजिए मुझे L/7 चाहिए था. L I have measured, L हमारा इतना है, L/7 इतना आ रहा है सेंटीमीटर. But in this answer, जैसा कि हमने हमारे लिस्ट काउंट के हिसाब से बतलाया, after decimal there is no error in the first digit, there is error in the second digit. So this we are sure, ये सही है. But this digit 3 we are uncertain, इसमें uncertainty है. अगर इसमें ही uncertainty आ गया, if there is uncertainty in this particular digit, there is no point in writing digits after this particular uncertain digit. Wherever uncertainty enters in your measurement, जिस digit में uncertainty आ गया, error आ गया, do not write digits beyond that. There is no point in writing that. That's why we will round it off and we will write it like 0.33 centimeter only. इसको इतना ही लिखना है. Don't think if you write more digits after decimal, that means your measurement becomes more accurate. No. Accuracy and precision, that will be determined by the least count. Precision will be determined by the least count of the instrument which you are measuring. Least count यहाँ 0.01 है. So in our reported measurement after decimal we will write only 2 digits. Having understood this, इतना यदि समझ में आ गया, so all these certain digits, सारे certain digits and the first uncertain digit, इसी को significant digits कहते हैं, or we call them as significant figures. So in a reported measurement, all significant digits plus the first uncertain, इसके बाद मान लीजिए if I write 5, 4, something like that. If this is uncertain, this will also be uncertain. This is also uncertain. All of them will be uncertain. Among the uncertain digits, उसमें सबसे पहले वाले को लेना है. So all significant digits, all certain digits. All certain digits plus the first uncertain digit are called as significant figures or digits. या तो आप significant digits कहें या फिर significant figures कहें. So this is the definition and meaning of significant digits. Okay. Now there are some rules for writing the number of significant digits. In your textbook also you will find such rules. So let me write them one by one. First rule, all non-zero digits are significant. ठीक है, S मतलब यहाँ significant है. सारे non-zero digits in a reported measurement they are significant. For example, if you write a reading like this 2.3040 centimeter, suppose this is the reported measurement given. 2, 3, 4 they are non-zero, therefore they will be significant. अब जीरो के बारे में क्या होगा, that we will discuss afterwards. So this is our first rule. Second, the zeros between two significant digits are also significant. If I have two significant digits, जैसे कि यहाँ 3 significant digit है, 4 significant digit है, क्यों? Rule, all non-zero digits are significant. Between 3 and 4 there is a zero. The zero between two significant digits is also significant irrespective of position of decimal. For example, if I write 2.03, this zero is between two significant digits. 2 is significant, 3 is significant. क्यों? Because they are non-zero, ये zero नहीं है. This zero is between two significant digits, इसलिए ये zero भी significant होगा. So while applying second rule, the position of decimal point is immaterial. कहीं भी decimal रहे, if there is a zero between two non-zero digits, it will be significant. Okay. Next, rule number 3. किसी नंबर में जो कि लेस देन 1 है, if there is some number less than 1, then the zeros to the right of decimal and left of zeros just to the right of decimal and left of a non-zero digit, non-zero significant digit are not significant. What is the meaning of this? It means suppose I write a number as 0.00231 centimeter. Here 2 is significant, 3 is significant, 1 is significant because of rule number 1. Now these zeros are to the right of decimal and left of non-zero digits and this number is less than 1. इसलिए ये जो दो zeros हैं they are नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट, ये सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं होंगे, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट रूल इज फॉर ट्रेलिंग जीरोस। ट्रेलिंग मीन्स दोज जीरोस विच कम एट द एंड, जो अंत में आते हैं, ठीक है। तो देर आर टू केसेस, ट्रेलिंग जीरोस इन नंबर्स विदाउट डेसिमल, so number without decimal and number with decimal point. नंबर विदाउट डेसिमल जैसे कि 2300, विथ डेसिमल 2.300, जो भी है, केजी हो, ग्राम हो, जो। रूल इज दैट द ट्रेलिंग जीरोस, एंड वाले जो जीरोस हैं, दे आर नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट इन केस ऑफ नंबर्स विदाउट डेसिमल। ये जो दो जीरोस हैं, दे आर नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट, बट इफ देयर इज अ डेसिमल देन दे आर सिग्निफिकेंट। ऐसा क्यों हो गया भाई? बिकॉज इट गिव्स यू एन आइडिया अबाउट द लिस्ट काउंट। कैन यू टेल व्हाट इज द लिस्ट काउंट ऑफ द इंस्ट्रूमेंट विच वाज यूज्ड टू रिपोर्ट दिस मेजरमेंट? वो होगा 0.001 kg. So 0.001 kg. After decimal till 3 digits, that instrument can show the measurement, and that's why we say this is a very precise reading. So these zeros are taken to be significant. So what is the rule? If there is no decimal, the trailing zeros will be significant. If there is decimal, if there are no decimal, the trailing zeros will be not significant. And if there is a decimal, the end zeros, the trailing zeros are significant. Okay. After this, there is one important rule. If you change the units, change in units does not change the number of significant digits in the reported measurement. Now this may lead to some confusion, so let us try to discuss in details. Suppose a length is measured to be 1 point, some length is measured to be, suppose, 1.300 meters. Okay. Now this length we can convert in different units. We can convert in centimeter, we can convert in kilometers, and so on. So let's see. Suppose I multiply by 100, I'll get in centimeter. So 130.0 centimeter. In millimeters, I have to multiply by 1000, so 1300 millimeters. This is the measured part. Measurement ये इस unit में किया गया था. Always remember, the measurement when it is done, that reported measurement, that will give the idea about significant digits. How many significant digits are there? 1 significant, 3 significant. Zeros are trailing zeros in a number with decimal. तो विथ डेसिमल वाले में वो सिग्निफिकेंट होते हैं. That's why these are also significant. So it has 4 significant digits. But if you see this reading, as per our rule, in this, the trailing zeros I have discussed, because there is no decimal, they should not be significant. So somebody might say that here these 2 zeros are not significant, therefore the total significant digits is 2. But if you see this rule, that change in units does not change the number of significant digits in the reported measurement. तो यदि आप units का conversion करते हैं, then also the number of significant digits should remain 2. So this is not correct to represent it in this fashion. So there is a confusion here. तब इस confusion का निराकरण करना है. How should we resolve this confusion? The best way to deal with such cases is to report the measurement in scientific notation. Scientific notation in scientific notation, the number is written some number into 10 to the power some number. So a into 10 to the power b, where this a is, it lies between 1 and 10. It is greater than 1. It lies between 1 and 10. For example, the first one, length. And here you should remember, when you express in scientific notation, तो ये जो b है, the power of 10, it is irrelevant in deciding the number of significant digits. So b, what is b? Power of 10 in scientific notation is irrelevant in determining number of significant digits. ठीक है? So let's see how we get our problem resolved. So what is our length? Our length was 1.300 meters. So this we can write as, इस फॉर्म में यदि लिखना चाहते हैं, so this we will write as into 10 to the power 1 meters. Sorry, 10 power 0 meters. So 10 power 0 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. We'll leave it like this. Meters. When you convert in centimeter, simply we will leave it unchanged, 1.300. You have to multiply by 100. 100 को हम लोग लिखेंगे 10 to the power 2, and then it becomes centimeter. When you express in millimeters, 10 to the power 3 millimeters. In these expressions, in सब expressions में देखिए, 1.300 remains everywhere. Significant digits calculation will depend upon this number, this number, this number. The powers of 10, which is 2 here, which is 3 here, यहाँ 10 का power 0 था. Those powers of 10 आपको नहीं देखने. They are irrelevant in determining the number of significant digits. Is it clear, students? So if we express in this form, all of them, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, here also 4, here also 4, all of them have 4 significant digits. Okay, I hope this confusion has become clear. There are some more rules. For example, usually before decimal, for numbers which are less than 1, before decimal we put a 0. We don't write 0.12. Instead we write 0.12 centimeter. This 0 which is conventionally put before decimal is not significant. They are not significant. Okay. The next rule is that this one is also important. Next rule. Suppose circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle is given by the formula 2 pi r. This number 2 we say is exact. इसका measurement नहीं होता है. What we measure? We will measure the radius, and from radius we can calculate the circumference. या उल्टा कर सकते हैं, circumference का measurement करके हम लोग radius निकाल सकते हैं. So measurement will be done for radius or for circumference, but the formula involves a number 2. That 2 is an exact number. Such numbers which appear in formula are said to be exact and have infinite number of significant digits. They are pure numbers. तो pure numbers याद रखेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, they have infinite number of significant digits. इस 2 को मैं लिख सकता हूँ 2.0, 2 significant digit हो गया, जैसा जरूरत होगा. I can also write it as 2.00. I can write it as 2.000 because it is not to be measured. इसका measurement नहीं होना है. This is an exact number. So we can write zeros after decimal to as many places as we wish, and hence such numbers, such exact numbers are said to have an infinite number of significant digits. So this is all about the rules for counting the number of significant digits. So the next topic that we will discuss are rules for arithmetic operations. First one we'll see for addition and subtraction. The rule for addition and subtraction is in terms of number of decimal places. Okay. Suppose I have three numbers 2.1, 2.01, 2.134. ये L1 है. Suppose length 2 is 0.25 centimeter and length L3 is 1.126 centimeter, and I have to find total length. तो यदि इसको डायरेक्टली ऐड करें तो 2.1, 0.25, 1.126. So we will get 6743 centimeter. But it should not report the answer like this. Rule says आप देखिए तीनों में से और whatever be the number of reported measurements, जिन क्वांटिटीज को आपको ऐड या सब्ट्रैक्ट करने हैं, which is least precise. Now precision किस पर डिपेंड करेगा? लीस्ट काउंट पर. Here least count is 0.1 centimeter, here 0.01 centimeter, here 0.001 centimeter. तो which is most precise? L3. किसका precision सबसे कम है? L1. When you add or subtract, you have to report the final answer to same degree of precision as the least precise value in the observation. इनमें से सबसे कम प्रिसाइज जो है, इन अदर वर्ड्स जिसमें डेसिमल के बाद सबसे कम डिजिट्स है, उसी के रूप में फाइनल आंसर को रिपोर्ट करना है. तो हियर आफ्टर डेसिमल देयर इज 1 digit, हियर आफ्टर डेसिमल देयर आर 2 digits, हियर आफ्टर डेसिमल देयर आर 3 digits. So we will report the answer. So this is least precise. Least precise. So our final answer L will not be this, will be 3 point. डेसिमल के बाद हमें सिर्फ एक डिजिट लिखने हैं. Can I write 3.4 centimeter? No. Why no? Because after 4 there is 7. So we will round it off. 7 is greater than 5. So instead of writing 3.4, we will write it as 3.5. This is the rule. Same rule we have to apply for subtraction also. क्या rule है? The final calculated value will retain as many decimal places as are there in the least precise measurement. Okay. So this rule you can write in your note from your textbooks. तो आफ्टर एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन अगला रूल रहेगा हमारा मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन के लिए. फॉर multiplication and division. Suppose mass. So before discussing example, the rule, let me tell you. Here the rule is in terms of significant digits. Suppose mass किसी का मेजर किया गया 2.7 ग्राम and volume was measured to be 0.01 centimeter cube. and you are asked to calculate density. So density is mass by volume. So 2.7 gram by 0.01 centimeter cube. So 2.7 by 0.01, ये कितना हो जाएगा? So 270 gram per centimeter cube. So this is normal calculation, okay? But rule says आप significant digits count कीजिए. In the reported mass value, how many significant digits are there? 2. They are non-zero digits. Non-zero digits are significant. इसमें 2 significant digits हैं. And in volume, that is 0.01, एक ही non-zero digit है, that is 1. That you know is significant, and these zeros are not significant. So here we have only one significant digit. So your final answer should have only one significant digit. उसमें एक ही significant digit होना चाहिए. Okay. Here we have 270. तो इसको इस तरह से राउंड ऑफ करें जैसे कि एक ही सिग्निफिकेंट डिजिट बचे. सो आंसर आप लिखेंगे 300 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब. These zeros are trailing zeros in number without decimal. तो ये सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं है, एक ही नॉन जीरो डिजिट है, दैट इज 3, इसलिए 3 सिग्निफिकेंट डिजिट होगा. लेट मी टेक वन मोर एग्जांपल. सपोज वी हैव डेंसिटी, मान लीजिए मास, I am giving the example from the textbook, 4.237 gram, and volume is 2.51 centimeter cube. So you have to find density. Density is mass by volume. How many significant digits are there in this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 significant digits. Here 1, 2, 3. It has 3 significant digits. कौन कम है? ये. So your answer, first to divide. After dividing, in your answer you should retain only 3 significant digits. Okay. तो क्या रूल है यहाँ पर? In case of multiplication or division, final answer should have only as many significant digits as are present in the number with least significant digits. सारे में से सबसे कम significant digits किसमें है उसको आप देख लीजिए, and final answer should have only that much significant digits. So here your answer after calculation in your book they have given as 1.69 gram per centimeter cube. You can see 1, 2, 3, 3 significant digits यहाँ पर है. So these are the rules for arithmetic operations. They are actually very, very important, students. Now whatever I have discussed, please try to revise. In the next class I will try to discuss the exercise questions from your NCERT. So we have finished this particular chapter, and we can also discuss one rounding off. That is the last topic left. Rounding off rule is that suppose I have to write 2 digits after decimal. I need 2 digits after decimal. I am discussing rounding, and I'll just discuss 3 cases. उसी में सारा हो जाएगा. One, 2, 3. In all these cases, I have to write 2 digits after decimal. Decimal के बाद मुझे 2 ही digits चाहिए. First one you see 2.347 gram. So I will round it off. The rule is that if the digit to be dropped, मुझे इस digit को drop करना है. The digit to be dropped, if it is greater than 5, आपको पता है इसको हम लोग एक बढ़ा देते हैं, तो इसको हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? 2.35 gram. Simple. If the digit to be dropped is less than 5, तो हम इसको छोड़ देते हैं. 2.34 gram. If greater than 5, 4 plus 1. If less than 5, we leave it as such. But if it is 5, then what we do? तब क्या करते हैं? If the digit to be dropped is 5, तब उसके पहले वाले digit को देखना है. We have to see the preceding digit. अगर वो इवन है, जैसा कि यहाँ छोड़ दीजिए, एंड इफ इट इज ऑड यू मेक इट इवन बाय इंक्रीजिंग बाय 1। तो 2.345 ग्राम तो हम लोग लिखेंगे 2.34 ग्राम। 5 को ड्रॉप करना था, इट इज नाइदर ग्रेटर नॉर लेस देन 5, इट इज इक्वल टू 5। द प्रीसीडिंग डिजिट इज 4, 4 इज इवन, लीव इट। 5 is to be dropped, see the preceding digit is 3, 3 is odd, you make it even by increasing by 1। तो इसको यदि एक बढ़ाएंगे, इसको क्या लिखेंगे? So this is the rule. I would like you to do examples 2.13 and 2.14 from NCERT. You can do it yourself as homework. Okay. Okay, students, we'll meet again in the next class with the question answers of NCERT and exemplar problems. Be prepared with your doubts. You can post them in advance, the doubts in the query link given in the school's website. And when we meet for the live class, I will discuss your previous doubts as well as some new doubts, if any. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next class.